hobby hunters, Neilus here with another unboxing, and today we're doing this Super Saiyan Broly. 1 week ago from this recording it was my birthday, and as I have a huge order list at Nerd Ninja, my friends and family decided to buy a few things off my list to help me out with the channel, and I have a bunch of things like figures and build kits that I can use for content, but this one was special. This one was not on my list, and this one actually came from Loriman. So everything on my list that I order at Nerd Ninja goes in the pot in the random stuff. I decided not to put this one in there because it wasn't on my list, and it was a birthday present, and I haven't exactly opened any of my other presents, so I wanted to do at least one. And it's also, as you can see, a Broly, and if you watch my videos, you would recall that last year Broly also bought me Broly got me something for my birthday. Fuck yeah. It was a hit to the face. That's why I'm so stupid. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Anyhow, I got this one from Loriman. And if you watch my videos, you would recall last year he also got me a Broly, which is this one, the Super Saiyan from the Second Coming. Now this is also a Super Saiyan Broly, but this one is from the new movie, and he's also just Super Saiyan. He's not legendary, he's not full power, whatever you want to call it. This is just the Super Saiyan Broly. And I think this might also be the biggest figure of Broly that I got so far. But to know that, we'll have to unbox him. So let's get into it. Alright, we are here at the unboxing table and we have our Broly right there. I had to move back the camera a little bit because this box is so big it doesn't even fit in frame. So it's kind of hard to reach. Let's take a close look at the box. First, we have our figure on the cover here. It is made by Ichibancho Figure, published by Toei Animation, Bandai Namco, and of course Dragon Ball Super is owned by Bird Studio, Shueisha, and Toei Animation. This figure is made in China.
Let's say China. China? China, China, China. I have to have my China.
Let's look at the left side of the box. We see the Broly figure right there, very beautiful. I like the background with the purple and then the flashes of yellow on there. Let's look at the right side. Here we have the full figure, Super Saiyan Broly. You see him in the back here as well. I just love the purple and the yellow flashes on there. It's beautiful. And then the figure in that sepia kind of effect in the background looks really nice. This is the top. It says Ichibancho Figure, and I'm guessing that says Dragon Ball Super Broly, but I'm not sure. If you speak Japanese or can read Japanese, let me know what that says. The bottom is nothing special, and on the back we also have the figure, and then the same thing as on the side, but in black and white. And this strikes me as pretty funny. The product is included. Better fucking is. I don't want to get an empty box. Also, on every side of the box it says actual size, color, style, and decoration may vary. I don't know exactly what that means, but as far as I can tell, that means every one of these produced is slightly different. Anyway, let's get our big bad Saiyan out of there. There's the money shot. Alright, so I try to put the box in the back, but it's taking up a lot of space, so I might have to remove it. Let's start with the top half here. The bag's already been opened because this has been a store model. This is the top half. We have our Screamin' Broly right here. It's pretty hefty. I love the hair. It's not overly detailed like most figures are when they do special kinds of hair. This is just one color, not too many shading in there. Looks really good. Scar on his face also doesn't have shading in there, but it's prominent. So it looks really good. And then we have the scar on his arm, does have shading in there. Can the camera focus, please? Looks really good. Love all the tiny little details in the hands here, the fingers. Look at his muscles as well. And then we have the shading here. There's a little bit of texture on his arm guards here. You can see on this side as well. A little bit of mispaint on the inner rim of the white here. But that's only if you look at it really close. From a distance, you hardly even notice it. Pauldrons here, they're very shiny. Anyway, that's the top half. We'll take another close look when the figure's all put together, so let's put that on the side for now. And let's have a look at the ba ear, his sash. Now, every time we do a Broly from Dragon Ball Super, I have complaints about this because there's no shading in there, and now you can see there actually is, but it's done weirdly. If you look at it, it's like this is dark, right? And then there's a lighter part, then there's a dark part again, and then there's a light part again, and then the bottom is dark again, right? That's what it looks like to me. It looks like someone painted a target on there or something. And these things are very dark. There's a little bit of texture on the white part as well, or yellow. Overall, I do like that it looks like fur. Like you have all the little lines in there, just like they do with the hair, and they stick out, they stick up. It looks a lot better than most of the figures I've unboxed so far. The only gripe I have is the shading. It's done weirdly, right? This is light, this is dark, and so on. It kind of looks off. It kind of looks like there's a pattern in there. Not naturally. That's what I mean. It doesn't look like it's natural shading. Anyhow, that's the ba ear. It's very hard material, this one. It is kind of malleable, but I wouldn't try to go overboard with it because it's really hard. I think it might break even if I go too far with that. Then finally we have the legs, and this is very nicely shaded. Like you have the dark parts where they belong, you have the lighter parts on the flat surfaces. That's how shading works, that's how lighting works, right? Again, with the same texture on the black part here, like on the arms. And we have a few scuff marks here as well. I like that when they do that. These little scratches in the body, like here and on the knee. Makes it slightly look more like the manga. And these are the holes, of course, to put them in the stand. Anyway, that's his legs. And then we have also a stand. It's a 4-piece stand. So we have the pedestal itself, which you plug in the back. And then these two little ones that you put in his feet. Get out there. Of course, and the flat surface. Regular see-through flat surface. Right, I'll move the camera a little closer. and let's put him together. So first I'm going to plug this one in here. It's like playing a little game with shapes, you know, those baby children's games, those baby games. You just plug that in there, and then this one in here, that's for the feet, and then this one goes in here. So that's the stand. I think I might have to move back the camera again. He's gonna be way too big. All right, let's go with this for now. I'll move it again if necessary. We'll put that on here. It's not form-fitting, as far as I can tell. There's still these... Oh, wait, it is. I just have to push it back even more. Okay, so... Alright, we'll put that on here. And I think I might actually have to put the stand in here first, but let's see if this works out. Yeah, I think this is not gonna work out. As you can see, it's gonna be really hard to get the stand in there. So we'll put the legs on the stand first. So what I'm gonna do is put his feet in first. All right, and then push this back. There we go. Right, we got that. Then the ear. This is form-fitting, so we'll just have to push it down until it is in there. It's coming back out on the other side. All right, we got that really wedged on in there. So let's connect the rest of his body and have a close look at what that looks like. I feel like something's missing. Wait, let me get that back out here. Yeah, it's not even completely the way it should be, so I'm gonna try and get that in there better. You can see this little hump here. That's part of the armor here. That goes right here. So we had to push it down really far so this would be underneath here and you wouldn't see that. So let's put the top side up here and see how that looks. There you go. Nice. And it just about fits on the camera. Looks really, really nice. I love the pose. He's like, I think this is like he flying to Goku and doing that explosion thing, but I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I love this pose. It's like he's exerting energy out of him, and that looks fucking amazing. Either that or he's flying up while he has his arms back and discharging energy balls. But I think this is more like the energy extortion explosion thing that comes off of his body. And that looks really nice. I like this thing here in the neck. You can see these veins coming out. I have that too. When I scream, the veins really become prominent and you can see them pop out. I have that as well. I love that they did that. The scar here on his chest, on his arm, on his cheek, they all look very nice. The only thing I have an issue with is the darkness of this part here compared to the rest of the ear. And of course, the patterns are kind of weird. But it's in the back, so I won't notice that at all. The rest of the figure's very clean, very neat. Not many painting mistakes like on that arm here, like I said. I looked at it really closely, so let's do that too. So we have the head here. You can see the eyes and eyebrows are accentuated with black lines to make them pop a little bit. All the other details in the face are not accentuated. That does make the eyes stand out more, and I really like that. The detail in his ears is magnificent as well. They're really sculpted really nicely. And then that hair, I fucking love it. You can see all the spikies and the lines in there, and they're not accentuated or shaded, so they look really nice when you put them in light somewhere. You can see the light is coming from this side. You can see the shading, or, well, it's not shading, it's actually shadow here. You can see the light here. If this was actually painted and shaded, that will look a lot different. So you can put them in almost anywhere, and the lighting will change depending on actual lighting and not how he's shaded. I do like that they use a little bit of shading, like on the arms here, but mostly in the darker parts, and then keep the lighter colors on the flat surfaces. Anyway, so we have the sash here. Look at all the tiny little details here. I really love that they actually put a lot of effort in each and every one of these little things. Put some lines in there, make it look like it's actual fabric and woolly kind of fabric, or hairy kind of fabric, whatever. And then the legs, of course, same thing, dark shades placed in the grooves here. It's a very big figure. I think it is the biggest one of Broly I've got so far. I think it might be my second biggest figure overall. Let's check. Let's find out. All right, so let's move him to the side here a little bit. And the first one I got is this Launch. She's my biggest one of the females. And if you count the fact that the stand is a little off the ground and his feet are a little off the ground, she's about the same height. So let's see. She is 25 and he is not allowing me to measure him. So get away. All right, and he is, let's see, if I count from the floor, 28. I want to say 28. Let's take off about a centimeter, so he's 27. If I did that right, he's 27 centimeters. I'm really bad at measuring shit. Yeah, 28. I do count to the tip of the hair. Okay, so that's not even my tallest Dragon Ball figure. But let's look at my the second biggest figure I had so far. This is Nico Robin. She is taller than the other girls I have. So she's the tallest female I have. She's the tallest figure I have that's not Dragon Ball. So let's see how big she is. 26.5 by my shitty measurement. But that pales in comparison to this one. This Bardock right here. That's the biggest figure I own. And he's also the biggest Dragon Ball figure. Obviously, if he's the biggest, he's gonna be the biggest of everything. Let's see how big this guy is. He should be 30, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, yeah. He's 30. And he has some dust in his hair. So yeah. He is my second biggest figure overall right now. Alright, and what would I be if I didn't compare him to other Brolys? So let's compare him to his own base form. This one, alright, here, or, well, it's not a base form, the Hikari form, or whatever you want to call it, with the yellow eyes, right? And you can see he's a lot smaller as well. I like the armor on this one a little bit better than this one. Still looks black. This one looks a little bit blue, but that might just be lighting effect from the energy that's supposed to be around him. I don't know. He is overall a little bit darker as well. The purple's darker, the green's different. It's not darker, but different. It's a different shade. And you can see the pauldrons are a little bit faded. These are very shiny, these are a little bit faded. And as well, the arm guards and leg guards are the same color actually, I think. Well, actually, these are a little bit darker, just like the rest. It still looks great. Also, I noticed he still has that neck thing. He doesn't, because he loses it. And that's why he can turn Super Saiyan, I reckon. And because he's Super Saiyan, we can compare him to this one as well. The Super Saiyan from the Second Coming. I showed him in the beginning of the video. There you go. Which one is your favorite? Design-wise, this one's my favorite. Story-wise, this one's my favorite. This is about the end of the video. And this time we don't have to pull a next video out of the pot, because this is a random video I just put in between. I do want to take the time to say I got this figure thanks to Loriman, and without him, half the things I do on this channel or even in real life would not be possible. So please, even if you don't want to sub, so please give him some love in the comments, give him a cheer, because he really deserves it. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to enjoy looking at this Broly in my collection, and hopefully we don't get any more Brolys too soon. I still have a few in the backlog. Let's hold them for anticipation. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.